As time goes on, businesses grow, things shift, and products are added. I want to take a moment and explain where Sound Therapy Network is today and what we have to offer. Sound Therapy Network originally started as a company to help practitioners start, maintain, and grow their practice. It started out as a monthly membership that offered masterclasses, a video series, and business support. I started my first business at 19, so I have almost 2 decades in experience in business, specifically opening studios and service-based businesses. Then I saw a gap in the trainings that I received. I trained with probably 4 different companies and realized that no one was talking about trauma. I have a business therapist and I've taken trauma-informed courses, so I know the importance of having trauma-informed training, mostly because I started my sound therapy journey as a practitioner in a clinical environment. I facilitated sound baths in a rehab facility, and when you're in a clinical environment, it requires you to go through extensive training, a code of ethics, and specific protocols which are needed to ensure that we are not doing any harm or re-triggering clients. I realized this was very needed in this space because I've attended sound baths and had uncomfortable experiences, and I've also heard horror stories from clients. Sound bowls are powerful, and with power comes responsibility. It's even more important to understand after COVID, even if we don't have severe trauma, everyone's nervous system is more sensitive now than it was before the pandemic. So even without major trauma, it's still important that practitioners are mindful of clear protocols and have trauma sensitivity to ensure that we are not doing harm when clients are coming to us for healing. Because I'm so passionate about this and my experience, I created a trauma-informed sound therapy practitioner certification to create more safety in the healing space. This certification teaches trauma sensitivity, how to safely place bowls on the body, and how to play crystal singing bowls without overstimulating the nervous system. This training started out as a 2-day in-person training. I taught this training for the last 2 years, then I realized there is a deeper understanding of this modality that I wanted to teach because over the last few years, I've been doing extensive research, collecting data in my studio, and I wanted to pour all of that into my training. But you can't do that in 2 days. So that is when I launched Somatic Sound Therapy, which combines somatic healing with the bowls, understanding the body, understanding the nervous system, and understanding the mind-body connection, what our bodies are communicating to us through physical sensations, and how to target those physical ailments with the bowls. As I continued my research and started pouring it into this course, it then developed into a 6 to 8 month mentorship because it's an in-depth, deep understanding of this modality. It's not just how to play the bowls, it's how to truly understand our bodies, our nervous systems, and our immune system. It's diving into what happens if there's an energetic block, what happens if there's dense energy, if we have shoulder pain, what does that mean? If we have pain in our right knee, what is that an indication of? This course teaches you how to identify what is going on with a person by their physical symptoms and help them relieve pain and eventually illness with somatic sound therapy. I realized this deep understanding couldn't happen in just a few days. So this mentorship includes everything in one single program. The Somatic Sound Therapy Practitioner certification includes the trauma-informed training, the somatic training, and a year of Sound Therapy Network membership, which is masterclasses on business, marketing, advertising, on top of support directly from me. Another important thing I wanted to explain is this course is available in person or online because I do have clients that are outside of the country. I'm in the US, but you are able to do the course 100% virtually if you cannot travel to Florida. If you want to travel to Florida, it is a great place to travel to, and you can go through the training and actually come into the studio to review some of the sequences. The training includes 10 somatic sound therapy sequences for group and private sessions. If you do the training virtually, you will be responsible for filming yourself facilitating the sessions, and I would review it in order for you to receive the certification. If you choose to travel to Florida, I guide you through the sessions in person. The training is self-paced, which makes it convenient for your schedule. Because you receive a year of the Sound Therapy Network membership, that will help hold you accountable. You have support from me and also from the other members in the program. And the membership also includes strategy, planning, advertising, and everything that you need to grow your practice. I'm in the private Facebook group doing check-ins and answering questions, so you are supported the whole entire way. This certification training includes it all, everything you need from beginning to end to grow your practice. I've also had people go through the program that did it for their own healing and wanted to learn about my research and learn how it can support their own healing journey. And I've also worked with people who already have a practice but wanted a deeper understanding of what's possible with the sound bowls. They wanted to take their practice to the next level by adding another layer of depth to their services. Even if you've already been playing sound bowls, it's still a great program to take because I've done extensive research in the last few years that you're not going to find in any other program. I've been in wellness and fitness my whole adult life, and I've run a full-time sound therapy studio for the last 3.5 years. So I've collected a lot of data on how sound therapy helps improve our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. I facilitate wellness scans and I'm tracking people's nervous systems. I'm testing before and after sound therapy sessions. So I'm working with clients every single day in this capacity. So the extensive training that I've had and the research that I'm doing, I'm pouring it all into this course. This information will allow you to take your practice to the next level. There are companies that have been teaching sound therapy for 20 or more years, and they're teaching the history of it, which is great. And we also have to take into consideration how different life is now post-COVID, how intense energy is. I follow the Schumann resonance, so I also incorporate how energy and solar flares are actually impacting our body, the EMF that we're taking in, how rapidly technology is advancing, and us being around Wi-Fi everywhere, how that's actually impacting us. Society is operating at an unsustainable pace, and as a result, 8 in 10 people are operating in burnout. So when it comes to sound and vibration, we have to be aware of what's overstimulating to the nervous system. These are things that I'm teaching because I'm doing the research, I'm collecting the data to understand what our bodies need today, what we need today. Since I've started my practice, I've made several shifts as a result of this research, and that's why it's important for me to share this information with other practitioners, because overstimulation is a problem in today's society. So this program is a deep understanding of our bodies, our nervous systems, and how sound therapy is actually impacting us. Learning how to play the bowls is just a tiny portion of it. It's really diving into our mental, physical, and emotional well-being. I also dive into inner child healing, physical ailments, where we're holding specific emotions in our bodies and organs, and how to use the bowls to target those areas in a gentle way that is safe for the nervous system. So if you're new to me and my work, I recommend our signature program, the Somatic Sound Therapy Practitioner Certification, because you're receiving the trauma training, the somatic training, and a full year of support through the Sound Therapy Network membership. If you want to just dip your toe in and start out with just the trauma-informed training, you do have the option to do that. You have the option of doing the online-only version, which is the trauma-informed training by itself, or you can attend a 2-day in-person training that actually includes an introduction to somatic sound therapy. You learn 2 of the sequences if you attend in person. If you're able to attend in person, I definitely recommend that. But as I stated earlier, I do have some clients that are outside of the US that are not able to attend in person. So if you're not able to, the online version is a great place to start. And honestly, I feel everyone who facilitates sound therapy in a professional capacity should go through the trauma training to ensure that we're not doing any harm. We don't know what we don't know, and even if we play the bowls with our intuition doesn't teach protocols. So it's important for us to have the protocols, the code of ethics, and understand how to not re-traumatize or re-trigger our clients. I feel very strongly about this because trauma-informed training equips us with what we need to ensure that we're building a practice with safety and integrity. My biggest mission is to create more safety in the healing space. There's a lot of harm being done, and we're also up against a lot of challenges in today's society. The unreal amount of EMF we're taking in as a result of Wi-Fi being everywhere, how fast society is operating, we're moving at an unsustainable pace. We need more grounding, we need more gentleness, we need more healing, and things that are not overstimulating and jarring to the nervous system. People are struggling mentally and emotionally. So understanding emotional regulation and how sound therapy can help with these things that we're battling in today's society. That is my mission. That is my focus. So join me in creating a wave of safety in the healing space. If you want to learn more about me, the research I'm doing, and the things I'm really passionate about in this space, you can listen to the Sound Therapy Network podcast, which is on all podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So that is a breakdown of what we have going on at Sound Therapy Network. If you have any questions, feel free to email me directly at contact@blissbartampa.com.